Well, welcome back, YouTube. Sounds like I'm being outdone by the ducks and chickens at the moment. They seem to be quite loud this morning. Anyway, welcome back to my channel, From Plot to Plate No Dig Allotment. My name's Carl. If this is the first time you've been here, please consider hitting that subscribe button to support the channel, which is much appreciated. Any comments below, they're also appreciated, but also hitting that perhaps bell notification so you keep up to date with what I'm doing on the allotment and growing nutrient dense food. And I primarily use 99% of my gardening is done by the no dig method. So what's the plan for today? Well, the plan today is to try a slightly new method. I'm saying new, it's not new to the general public, it's new to me. A way of growing or trying to improve the yield of the harvesting results of growing nutrient dense food, and it's called electroculture. I don't know if you've heard of this. You probably have. There's YouTube videos on it, and some swear by it, others say it doesn't work or it didn't work for them. So I love gardening and experimenting on different methods to grow certain things, and for me, that's been my primary way of learning over the last 29 years since I've been, well, 30 years now, it'll be come this April. 30 years I've been gardening, and 30 years I've been on this site. So I've been here a little while. And I've tried loads of different things. Some have been incredibly successful, but you normally stick by those things then. And other things have been a challenge, and haven't worked, and they've been a failure. And that's really what gardening's all about. But for me, trialing a new method or trying something funky, I suppose, in this instance is quite exciting. So yeah. So what's the plan? Well, I bought myself a little reel of copper, and apparently copper is a very, very, very good material to use as that collects ions. I'm assuming it's called ions out of the atmosphere, and can conduct it down into the soil. When you put copper down into the soil, and you can leave a section of this copper up above the soil with a little antenna, like a curly part on the end, and you stick it down by the side of your plants, and apparently it really does help the growth of the plants. I don't really know the science behind it, if I'm honest. This is something that I've seen a number of times, and I've been wanting to trial it, and I think this year is going to be the first time. It'll be interesting. So I'll grow some plants in the beds, and I'll grow some with the metal conductor, the copper by the side of them, and others I'll grow with no conductor or metal by the side of them. I'll do some inside the polytunnel, and I'll do some outside the polytunnel. I won't put them in the same beds. I'll do opposite beds, but I'll grow the same plants, same seed, same plant, same amount of compost, and the same way it's been looked after. The way I look after the plants won't change. It's all it'll have is this will be down by the root of the plant, and the other one won't have that. So let's just see how that goes. So how do I go about doing this? Well, there's loads of different ways on YouTube, and copper is very expensive, so I don't want to be using loads of it. Some say you can just stick it in the ground and just twine it up like a bit of a pole, like a stick or some sort. I will trial that method, but for me, I'm just going to cut strips around about 30 centimeters, the size of a ruler, I suppose, school ruler, if you remember the old school rulers, and then just coil the end of it. And I'll make, say 10 of those, and I'll do 10 different types with this coiling around the stick, which will support the plants as well. So, and then I'll have some with none. So we'll see how it goes, and it'll just be interesting to see how this works. If it does make an improvement on the way the plants grow, and apparently copper is something that the humans in general are lacking in. When you look at what's the daily intake of copper in the human body, what's recommended to what we're actually consuming through our diet and through other means, we sometimes, most of the time, don't actually hit the recommended daily amount. And copper's so vital, like any other iron that is a mineral, which you got, like obviously you've got iron itself, you've got sodium and all these other minerals that are so important for the human body, and copper is just as important. It's actually quite life-saving, to be honest. So it'll be interesting to see how these do with the plants. So I'm gonna make a few. I'll do one, or I'll do them on time lapse, and I'll do one just slowly so you can see what I'm doing and what I'm using to coil it up and things. So let's crack on. So guys, I've got my length of copper. Like I said, it's about 30 centimeters long. And what they suggest is to put a little sort of like a curly part at the end, but it needs to be curled or coiled in the direction of clockwise. It has to be clockwise. So I'm basically going to take half of it there and then just wind this around my dibber so it goes down into a little thin coil, so you can see what I've done there, and then slide it off and just straighten that up like so. Just try and straighten it up a bit, and that's pretty much what I've seen. So that's it. So it's just gonna, that obviously end will stick into the soil, and that will be down by the side of the actual the plant itself. So I'm gonna make about 10 of these and give them a test, or maybe I might not do 10, I might just do 5 actually, and give them a go, see how they go. Anyway, I'll do some time lapse on them now, guys. So there they are, guys. I got 5 lengths there of coiled copper wire. So obviously it's a bit early to put them in the ground and things yet, or maybe not be too early to put them in the ground. I can just put them in and stick them in the ground by there, I suppose. But obviously I've got no plants going in at the moment. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how these go, really. Just lift you up a bit so you can see me. There we go. Be interesting to see how these, if they work or not, you know. I am a bit skeptical, but I always am until I try something myself, and to see if it works. But hey, in gardening, you're always learning something new all the time, and that's the key, is to keep learning and picking up so much information from other YouTubers. And I've been doing this for 30 years, and is sometimes you'll go to do something and then you'll remember something you've seen online and you think, oh, that's a better way of doing it actually. Or you'll see something online on YouTube and you'll see other gardeners doing stuff and you think, oh, that's a brilliant idea, why didn't I think of that? I always think of that. But yeah, so let's just give this a go, guys, and see how things turn out. Looking forward to actually testing this, to be honest. And yeah, very good. Right, that's it for today. So there's the coil copper. See how it goes. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like. Join me on my journey. This is Carl from Plot to Plate signing out. Bye for now.